Hi, this is Alison Minami with IdeateTV. We're here at the 2013 Strategicon with Mike Nystul. He is our guest of honor this year. Tell us a little bit about how you got into game design.
Oh, I was very, very young. There was my father. I wrote an article on this for Dragon magazine, which is a very old school magazine. It's gone now. I was maybe 9 or 10, and my father went to the first Gen Con. Gen Con is the father of all game conventions. So these kind of conventions wouldn't even exist if it wasn't for Gen Con back in the day. And he came home. Our family was always Lord of the Rings fans. We were nerds before nerds were cool. And he brought home this tiny little miniature and showed it to us. And from that moment, we were hooked on gaming. So I've been playing these games since I was not even a teenager yet. And when I was about 14, I got my first article published. And from there, I became a freelancer, and I've been doing it pretty much my entire adult life.
You have a demo today for your new game, Axes and Anvils. Tell us about this game and what are the kind of cool components of this particular game?
Gotcha. It's about dwarves. Axes and Anvils is all about dwarves. Most fantasy games, dwarves are often a component, but they've got humans and those ridiculous elves in there, and we've gotten rid of all of that. So it's dwarves, nothing but dwarves. As far as what makes it different, because we've focused entirely on dwarves, it's about their culture. Dwarves are one of the design decisions was dwarves are, we is more important than me. So humans are all about, find your fate, make your legend. Dwarves are about their clan, they're about their society. So it's a very group-based game. So when you're playing, a lot of role-playing games are sort of by their nature about that communal sharing of storytelling. But the nature of this game really lends itself to group play and interaction. The mechanics, things like the way combat works, you have actions that you share with each other, which becomes almost tactical, which really promotes that we all play together as the clan. We're all rooting together. Even when you get experience, you can improve personally, or the group can decide to improve the clan. So you can be fighting for your dwarven hold. The most fun thing, although it's a minor point, is when you roll a 12, you get a special result, but if you get it, you have to call a cheer. You have to hoist your tankard and take a drink and yell huzzah, and unless the other players join you, it doesn't count. So it promotes dwarven-style play, very heavy role-playing, lots of fun. You can always tell at a convention or something, when you hear huzzah through the hall, that's us. So fun, just tons of fun.
You have a background in acting and improv and stand-up comedy. Tell us about that part of your life.
I've always done some performing. I've done things like Renaissance fairs. I was a Rennie as a young man. I've done a little improv most of my life. Some people would argue that certain forms of game mastering, role-playing games, is improv. You get up and you do character voices and you act things out. I eventually got into formalized improv in Austin and started taking classes, and it really suited me. I had a ton of fun, met some truly awesome people, and I've been taking classes and performing for 3-4 years now. And it's such a great scene in Austin that it really promotes this art form. And there's a lot of crossover between improv and gaming. As a matter of fact, my weekly game now is called Impro Gaming, and it's all improvisers. So we sit down, we run the game, and it's wild. Because the people are used to, they're trained at character play, they're trained at narrative storytelling. So it's a very interesting experience.